afternoon. What is going on, y'all? Yes. Welcome, Madmania. Welcome, Captain. Hey, Cat. Early stream today. I've done enough work this week, and I have to work the weekend again. So I told my boss, I said, hey, I'm logging off for the day. You have my cell phone number if anything urgent comes up. Otherwise, I'll be back on tomorrow. So we are here. We are streaming. EU-friendly stream to some extent. Right? It's what, 6 p.m. over there. So, yeah. Watch some 1093 action here. 1093 versus all in this KVK. Have I eaten all candies yesterday? We did not get a lot of trick-or-treaters. All the good stuff is gone. The Take Fives, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, all that remains are the little rinky-dink candies, right? The stuff nobody really enjoys eating. The stuff we generally hand out to people first. So let's take a quick peek at the map here, right? 93 is in blue. Everyone else is the other colors. Fighting going on at various spots in the map. Looks like 93 is, I don't know if they're, we'll wait for it to load. Are they pushing hard here? Burning flags. Got a repairing flag for the enemy, their enemies. Uh, 93 flag is burning though, so yeah. I hope they put on a good show here. Good God, it's laggy. We might have to spectate in dot mode, y'all. It looks like they're trying to build over and cut these guys off first. And build down here and cut these guys off. Goodness gracious me. They're getting it from all sides, huh? Looks like fun though. 30. The magic number now is 30. 30 more wedge inscriptions to get that fourth special. I agree. Just cut off territory. You can't get the SIG if your enemy's in here anyway. Oh, caffeine. Got my pizza ordered. It should be here in 3 hours and 45 minutes. We'll try and go that long. I did not take the little blue pill today, though, so we'll see if we make it for the full 3 hours, 45 minutes. How are you guys doing today? Mad, Chronico, Cat, Dark, how are you guys doing? Got any special plans this weekend? I would really like to make a dump run tomorrow. I got an old carpet that I want to get to the dump. I got an old toilet that I want to get to the dump. I got like 4 or 5 bags of aluminum cans that I can cash in. Well, it's 3 hours for pizza. Well, yeah, if I just picked up the phone and called and said deliver it now, right? But I did a timed order. I don't want it arriving before the entire family is home and ready to eat dinner. Packers Lions this weekend, right? Big game. Hey, I appreciate that. Welcome. Happy Friday, no doubt. Although in my world, this month, next month, really no such thing as the weekend. Unfortunately, it is our busy time of year. So I have about 3 hours of work I got to do tomorrow, another 2 hours or 3 hours on Sunday. That's if everything goes as planned. If there are any file transfer issues or issues that come up, my phone can ring anytime, a day or night. But that's why we get paid the big bucks, I guess, right? Still can't believe how good Goofy, you mean Goff? I mean, I think he's always been a fairly good quarterback. With the Lions, he just kind of has to manage game. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's a smart player. So I think you got to get in his face, though. You cannot let him sit in the pocket and pick you apart. What I can't believe is that the Jets beat the Texans last night. Good God. I turned that game off at halftime. I think it was like 7-7. I put on some nature show and fell asleep. I mean, this is 93 doing what 93 does, right? Moving in, clearing the field, burning the flag, refreshing troops. Going to the next flag. This is what was kind of lacking in that 24-29 KVK. Right, you saw 24-29 just standing here fighting in the open field, focused on one flag and one flag only rather than going from flag to flag to flag. 24-29 was, they were fighting on enemy territory in the open field for quite a period of time. I half expected when they cleared the field to, okay, let's kick the anchor from this rally. Now let's send the rally at the flag. But it seemed like there wasn't that type of planning. And I could be way off here, just going by my observations. Because they would clear the field and, as soon as the field's clear, kick that anchor, launch that rally. Seems like they would clear the field and then it'd be 3, 4, 5 minutes before that rally would even be coming to the flag. And by then the enemy had made a strong push back and took the field themselves. Well, I think you're correct. I think Apple is well aware. People chasing kill points instead of fighting for objectives. He's a good friend of mine, right? One of the best friends I have in this game, but he knows damn well I'm going to be brutally honest with him as I hope he is with me. Sit back and relax for the weekend? Nice. Nice. I hope you can do that, and I hope it's a nice, relaxing weekend. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you here, Kat. There's a lot of good things in the upcoming update, right? But a lot of these are nice to haves. I see a lot of people jumping up and down for quality of life improvements, as they're calling it, right? But let's fix the things that are truly broken in this game first and foremost matchmaking. I think more people leave this game because of inconsistent or poor matchmaking in KVKs than leave this game because we don't have level 40 barbs or level 8 resource nodes in the home kingdom. Just being honest here. Quality of life improvements are nice, right? They will keep the vast majority of the player base happy for a period of time. People that are happy because they have new bells and whistles, or 3 columns on the commander view page, or new city skins to look at, or whatever. But I would rather energy is focused on fixing the things that are truly broken. Just me. Well, I'm expecting it, Captain. I'm expecting it. Regardless of if I talk about it or not, I'm expecting it. I watch too many NFL games where I hear the announcer say, "Oh, this kicker is 49 out of 49. They're perfect on the season in their field goal attempts." Next kick, they shank it left or shank it right. So I guarantee you, if I said, "Oh, we haven't had an issue with matchmaking ever," yeah, we're going to get an issue with matchmaking. We know there are issues with matchmaking, and you almost got to expect it. Am I happy for some of these updates? Yeah, it's about time. I've been saying for 2 years we need higher level barbs in the home kingdom, higher level forts in the home kingdom. If we want to take it a step further, right? If level 40 is the highest barb in the home kingdom, every time I kill a level 40 barb, give me 10 crystals for KVK tech. Every time I kill let's say they're level 14 forts in the home kingdom. Every time I destroy a level 14 fort in the home kingdom, give me 10 crystals for crystal tech. Right? Maybe put a cap on it, 1 million, 2 million that you can get in off season. That's going to help your grinders, your free-to-play players, your low spenders get that crystal tech for one of the zones that it's hardest for a free-to-play player to have good tech in, and that's the very first zone, Zone 5. Okay, I mean, by Zone 6, by Zone 7, by Kingsland, a lot of the grinders, a lot of the free-to-play are very high in tech anyway. Okay, but that's going to help them get a jump start. The place where I get the best trades in a KVK is in that Zone 5, those Zone 5 fights. And why is that? Because I'm spending on the daily crystal bundles, I'm spending on the mountain warfare bundles, and I'm grinding. Okay, so my tech just absolutely exceeds anything a free-to-play player or a low spender would have by that time of KVK. So if they can get a few crystals from doing highest level barbs and highest level forts in the home kingdom to save up for KVK, even if that means free-to-play kingdoms start skipping KVKs or skipping registrations or doing max skips, so they can have the max amount of crystals for their free-to-play players going into a KVK. Fantastic. Then we won't get all these kingdoms going into KVK doing a recovery KVK. I guarantee you that the Krakens are still going to buy those daily crystal bundles, that they're still going to buy the mountain warfare bundles, even if they can accumulate 1 or 2 million crystals outside of a KVK. Let's say, I don't know that you want that, Lee. Right? I don't know that you want that. So this is 2 KVKs ago. I had 36.1 million crystals at the end of KVK. You really want me starting KVK with 36.1 million crystals? right? Last KVK, I left KVK with 41.7 million crystals. Do you really want me? I mean, if this is the case, I'll have 7 frickin' marches by zone 5. I mean, seriously, think about that. Think about that. And welcome to the stream, Lee. Good to see you. What's up, Thunder? You know, Chronicle, I'm going to keep beating it like a dead horse. I don't remember what the total is, but 43 million is a super solid chunk going into a KVK, right? I mean, if they let me keep those from one KVK to the next, man, I'm going to max everything 1 KVK as quickly as I can, and then the next KVK I might just buy Mountain Warfare. If it's in the game, it's in the game. EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game, right? I mean, one of the biggest complaints free-to-play and low spenders have is Crystal Tech. You know, so let's help them out in the off-season. And you can't tell me that people can do 1+1 level 14 forts without Crystal Tech in the home kingdom. No, you're gonna have to do those forts together when people are online. It's gonna promote activity in the off season. It's gonna promote teamwork in the off season, right? Gems probably not, Evil Clown. But yeah, those higher nodes, those level 8 nodes, as I understand it, are coming to home kingdom. Many of you might not remember this, but back when this game first started, we had level 6 nodes, but the amount that you could farm from them was not even close to what it is today. I mean, they jacked that up once already. You know, I think lazy people who don't farm are still going to buy resources from resource sellers. You know, but that's going to help those players that are cycling through their farms every 2.5 hours to send stuff out. Yeah, gems, right. It'd be nice, level 3 or level 4 gems in the home kingdom. I just don't see that happening. Yeah, I heard that as well, Chronicle, and really I didn't read that email word for word. I just seen what Apple was doing, reading that email. But yeah, I mean, we're killing newer kingdoms by letting whales migrate backwards. Right? So, I mean, if people can't migrate back to KVK 1, 2, or 3, I think that's a good deal. You know, help those early, because they must have pulled some analytics, right? Early players must be quitting the game because people are migrating back like that. I know if I went into KVK 3 and all of a sudden saw Baba there, I'd shit myself. If I'm a brand new player struggling to get T4 and T5 marches, struggling to get meta commanders, you know, here's the thing, they can't put out new city skins with no debuffs if they're not removing debuffs from the old city skins. I agree, George. I think that is one of the best ways to ruin your account, is to migrate backwards, no matter what your power is. I mean, I think some of these skins, it's going to make them super good, right? Like some of these universal skins. I think it's going to make Zenith much more competitive in the future. Which is a double-edged sword, right? You have some players who don't fight specifically so that they can save for a Zenith skin, and then they don't have enough resources to fight in the next KVK. So that doesn't help some kingdoms. Oh yeah, I mean 15% health on archers? Shit. I'll be running 3 archers all the time. Right, exactly, George. They go back just to get kill points. And I'm just gonna say it, right? Kill points or deads on a person's profile, to me it doesn't mean a hill of beans anymore. It's nice stat, and it gives you a general understanding of how that account as a whole has performed. But with the number of accounts being bought and sold these days, with the number of people that are fed kill points these days, or feed themselves kill points from their farms, with the number of pilots being used by people these days, hell, I don't know if an account I'm looking at is piloted 24/7 and that's the only reason they have 25 billion kill points. I don't know if an account I'm looking at with 130 million deads is because they're reinforcing flags and fighting for objectives, or do they inflate that dead number with T1 troops just to look good? Right? That is why for 2 years, two plus years, we interview everybody who wants to come to this kingdom, do a voice interview. We need to understand what kind of player is behind the account. I mean, there are some players with 1 billion kill points that have interviewed much, much better than players with 8 billion kill points. That have a higher game IQ. That understand the philosophy of not chasing kills. So kill points these days, and that's why it's very, very hard to do those farmer or fighter streams that other creators do. Right? Because you're just looking at numbers. You don't know the person behind those numbers. I guess meta is going to be 1 skin for each troop type for free to play, or a skin with 5% skill damage that doesn't have any debuffs associated with it, right? I mean, I hear free-to-play or low-spend players who only have 1 or 2 or 3 meta marches talking all the time. Hey, I'm going to push in this next Zenith. And it's like, why? Why? Just get Twilight Falls and KVK. That's all you need as a low spender. What's up, Lion? You know, free-to-play low spender does not need a 15% skin. They're not rallying. They're not garrisoning. They might shove troops at a garrison, but they're not a garrison captain. You know, so it makes no sense to me sometimes when I hear these 30, 40 million power accounts that are free to play, low spenders that have 4 years of speed ups because they hardly ever fight. Or because they're only fighting with 1 or 2 marches because that's all that they got that's meta. Say they're going to push for a Zenith skin. It kind of triggers me. Well, I think we'll get matches in Tides of War, Sonny. I mean, there's something like 60 kingdoms registered now. You know, the thing that worries me is, okay, are, you know, if 1 or 2 really high A seed kingdoms registered for Tides of War, Or are they going to drop a shit ton of B and C kingdoms in there to go against them? Right? That's my biggest concern. I really wish they would have left the new KVK capped at 300. Alloys, what's going on, dude? I mean, no matter what happens, no matter who we have to fight in KVK, we're going to show up, we're going to fight, we're going to do our hardest. We're going to do our best. Right? Win or lose, you're going to know you've been on the battlefield with 1029. You know, right? But like, what if 2377 registered for Tides of War? Right? And they dropped 2377 in Fire Camp and then put 5 B seed kingdoms in each of the other camps, or 5 B and C seed kingdoms, or 6 in each of the other camps. I mean, it's no contest. Right, George? And that's KVK for you, right? That's KVK. Right? After every zone, trade T1 kills. Trade T1 kills. That KVK coin for 30 million kills should be T4, T5 kills. T1 kills shouldn't count towards that. I mean, come on. Really? Yeah, I have no idea if any big kingdom is registered for that, Sonny. I'm just saying. You know, with only 60 kingdoms registering there, because we generally see 4 or 5 kingdoms per camp in our KVKs. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. You know, so if there is a super big kingdom like 2377 or 1365 registered in Tides of War, and you know, they get matched with a bunch of A and or B and C seed kingdoms, it could be problematic for some of those kingdoms. Yeah, I mean, you guys that are in chat from 1029 know, right? We don't allow kill trading in KVK unless it's at the very end, and unless, you know, if it's a player that fought their guts out when there was fighting, then yeah, we'll allow it. We'd prefer you trade T4, T5s than T1s, but you know, in general, we don't allow kill trading just to get that 30 million achievement. It'd be very nice to see a breakdown, right? In this KVK, you know, when you click on somebody's stats, in this KVK, Lambo had, you know, 2 billion kill points and 7 million deads. In the KVK prior, 1.5 billion kill points and, you know, 10 million deads. It'd be nice to see some stats like that. Absolutely would. You know, and be able to break that down even further into T4, T5. Both kills and deads. You know, I see a lot of people low-key slamming their T1 troops into somebody's city just to get the deads that they're quote-unquote required to get for their DKP. I mean, the more stats like that Lilith can provide, the better kingdoms can recruit. Oh, exactly. Even if they can't go backwards and do it, it would be nice going forwards. 100%. 100%. I completely agree with you there, Master. Sorry, got the hiccups. T1, T2, T3 should not count for rewards at all. Yeah, I mean we didn't even factor T1, T2, T3 kills into our DKP formula with the other camps from last KVK. Problem is you have no way to tell if it's T1 deads or T5 deads. '06 did that to me yesterday to mess with my stats. Yeah. I mean you have troll kingdoms, you have troll players that will just think it's funny to send T1 marches out just to screw with somebody's stats. Absolutely. We had a KVK where there was one player on one of the opposing teams. You know, they sent out Boudica YSG with the full T1 Archer March every single time. You know, and what are you gonna do? Let Boudica YSG or Boudica ZL just slam into your troops and fire off that AoE skill damage? You gotta kill the march. You know, but if it was just one person attacking that march, they'd get off one or two or three skill cycles. So as soon as we saw that player coming, we'd have 6-7 people swarm it down right away. So they couldn't even get off a skill cycle. But yeah, that fucks with your stats. But you can't ignore Marsh is doing AoE damage with a YSG or with a ZL to 5 targets. You know, if we're about to lose a Dark Altar, right? I'll send my CC Honda March in with full T1 troops, just to run around the altar area and fuck with them. That's fun as hell. You know, I don't do it with the intention to give somebody T1 kills and kill their stats. I do it with the intention to piss people off. Yeah, I mean, if anything, I think maybe the 16 or 19 kingdoms or 14 kingdoms or whatever it is in Warriors Unbound, it's most likely they get no match found. If we get no match found, right? If we get no match found, that will be a very entertaining stream. Some people will learn lots of new words on that day. Precisely, Aloys. I agree, Captain. I agree. That's why I'm saying if it happens, I will learn cuss words in 16 different languages to get my point across if I have to. Looks like 93 is, I hate to use the word struggling, but they got flags on fire in several different locations. It kind of amazes me that they're not really like hyper focused in one section of the map. Maybe they are and I'm just not seeing it. sign says 80% KVK law. What? You're only giving your own kingdom a 20% chance to win? Therese, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I mean, kudos to 93 for doing one versus all, but in the same respect, I don't think it's fair to them. But, I mean, you pair 93 with any one of these other three camps, and it's unfair to the other two camps then. So you're kind of caught in a no-win situation there. George says, I see their plan, but coming along with the cost. I mean, it looks like they're trying to get to this gate and cut some territory here, right? It looks like they're trying to get to this gate and cut some territory here. But, it just, too many fronts are open. Vodka, always vodka. All right, Swizz, take it easy. Aloys thinks 93 is playing the long game, just wearing the other side out slowly. Aloys, you got one camp in here that hasn't even fought yet, right? This is the first fighting win camp's even got, if I'm understanding things correctly. All right, I'm going to leave you on this screen for just a minute. My wife got home from work about 10 minutes ago, and I didn't even say hello, so I better go do that. Okay, we back. My brother is playing at the moment. I'm at the gym. Doing those finger curls so you can click the button a little bit faster, huh? Yeah, Master, I mean, generally, anytime there's a heavily spectated KVK and Kingdoms put on a good show, they get migrants that apply. We didn't do a pull. Let me try this goal thing again. Okay, that worked. Your goal is live. Share with your audience to get excited. Let's see. 10 teal super chats. In the next hour, we do a face cam for 30 seconds. There we go. See what happens there. Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess if your goal is to win on reports, then hey, fantastic, right? I don't think I even look at reports in Kingsland. It's just, you know, balls to the wall. I mean, most important thing is that you're having fun, right? It's a game after all. They're not in 1960. They can't fight forever on negative. Two days on negative and we win. That's fine with me if we have, you know, 2 or 3 days that we can spectate this KVK and there's solid fighting taking place. Uh-oh, this flag here. That's in trouble. Will be soon anyway. Oh yeah, right, Master? It's better than watching Lambo farm gems. Most anything is better than that. I haven't done that. There they go. They see that flag might be in trouble. I haven't done that caravan deal either. What is it called? Race Against Time? I ain't gonna. I always get pissed off in that event because there'll be, you know, I've tried porting next to rivers. I've tried porting next to mountains. I've tried porting in between rivers and mountains. And no matter what I do, it seems like at least one spawn towards the end, all the shit drops right on top of the caravan. So I think rather than do that event and get upset with it, I'm just going to let it go. I know it's goldies, right? But hey, that just means others in the kingdom will get gold heads to put towards things that they need to. I'm thinking of the kingdom first. How's that sound? Does that sound like a whole load of shit? used to. Were you in TR when TR faced OV in KVK? That was a shit show on the OV side. Yeah, that might be an option, Thunder, just to do the easy level for the base rewards. Well, looks like we need it. Okay, Captain built the gold pit. Thank you. Hit that like button or I will summon Meanie Jolene. Thank you. I'm going to remove this goal. I just wanted to see if it would work. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I see other people do that race against time or whatever it's called, and their barbs, their shit always spawns so far away from the caravan, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'll do it, and it'll drop right on the caravan. It'd be like, dude, stop. Then I'll do it again, and it'll port to a different location to see if maybe it's the location, and it'll drop right on the caravan. Is it a good thing or a bad thing, Sonny? I forget which camp you were in last KVK. What's up, Fly? What is that? What is? Hey, Jolene. Captain just said your name like 5 seconds ago. What is that Triarch Trouble thing where you find two people and do it together? What is that deal? I don't remember ever doing that in the past. Saw someone this morning asking for teammates in that, but I don't know what to do. It's all your fault because you didn't hit that like button. Now she is here. I told you, says Captain. Okay, well, if we're in the same camp, hey, let's go hard, right? Yeah, it's. I'm sorry. Yes, I missed that. Yes, it's 93 versus all. One camp versus three. So 93's got this blue territory here. They've got a little over a quarter of Kingsland. Or maybe just add a quarter of Kingsland. I mean, it's obvious they're not concerned about really touching the Zig. think their focus is to try and cut off as many kingdoms as possible from even being in here. 1029 versus all? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, literally, St. Jolene, about three minutes before you came to the stream, Captain said, if you don't hit that like button, I'll summon Jolene here. And then you're in trouble. Right? 69 main accounts, 68 main accounts now. I think we had someone leave today. You know, I mean, the thing is, we'll only do as good as the allies we get. Right? Last KVK, we had some great allies that kept rallies filled, that kept flags filled. You know, they might not have had top-tier rally commanders or top-tier garrisons. There are a few players that did. Or the highest crystal tech in the world, but you know, if we get allies in our camp that can keep our rallies full, that can keep our flags full, and you know, we can clear the field. We can do that open fielding. We can send those rallies. We can use our top tier garrisons, right? Not a problem there. It's just, yeah, with only 69, 70 main accounts in the kingdom, you know, it's sometimes hard to keep rallies topped off, to keep flags topped off. So that's where having active kingdoms in your camp really benefits us. Campmates, okay, yeah, I stand corrected, right? Campmates. Fire camp was interesting to deal with last KVK. And I mean, you know, honestly, Sonny, when we saw all the kingdoms in that KVK, that last KVK, we reached out to Wind Camp first, because I think it would have been fun to fight Nugget. So we reached out to Wind Camp first, who just kept responding, we're checking on it, we're checking on it, we're checking on it, or they just ghosted Mad Mania. So it very easily, if Wind Camp had reacted quickly to our request to begin a conversation about being allies, it very easily could have been Earth and Wind versus Fire and Water. Nugget knew what the result would be if we fought their old camp. They had some good kingdoms there. Water had some good kingdoms there. I mean, I think last KVK I feel was fairly well balanced. It was unfortunate that one of the water camp kingdoms was doing more of a recovery KVK. Yeah, I mean the only camp that we were not even considering allying with was the water camp. You know, one, kitty corners is very hard to manage at times, and two, they had arguably the best stats of any kingdom in that camp in that KVK. You know, we did not want to ally with the strongest kingdom. We wanted to ally with one of the other kingdoms to ensure more fair matchmaking. I mean, you know how it is in KVKs too, right? Some kingdoms will go in, and if they don't like matchmaking, it's all of a sudden, oh, we're doing a recovered KVK. You know, and then halfway through KVK, if it looks like they're going to win, okay, guess what? We're not doing a recovered KVK anymore. Someone said he's getting hit here. Munch Monster. It's okay, he's a whale. No, only 82 million power. $37 billion kill points, 60 million deads now. That's an old account. My goodness, 5,588,281. That's an old freaking account. These guys just don't know where to go, right? They're going back and forth, back and forth. I think these kingdoms, the dark orange and the light orange, right? If they could coordinate together, it seems like when one is pushing, the other one is not. When one is not pushing, you know. And I get it, right? 1093 is down here fighting these guys. These flags are on fire. They got no reason to be up here open fielding. You think you can last 2-3 days with this, Lion? Everything's burning. I mean, the longer this Kingsland goes, I think the better it'll be for 1093. All these other camps, they need to try and push 93 out as quickly as they possibly can. Okay, you're a smart guy. I'll take you at your word. I mean, I'm sure you guys have scouted many of these players to see where they're at with the resources. Resources and speed ups of most of their players will be done by Max Sunday. They're just killing troops, right? You don't need resources to heal dead troops. I'm just trying to keep it suspenseful so people will watch the next 2 days. So yeah. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Surprised y'all aren't trying to sneak through these past sevens and at least burn some of their shit up here.
No one told me that I could. All alone in a world where I can seem to feel at home. Don't know where I'm coming from.
How do you know what they have for speed ups? I don't want a text message from work, please. We're getting a friend request in Discord here. Oh, it's a friend anniversary for Captain Stinkfist and Hubs. Okay. All right, here's another one of those Discord messages. Somebody I have no clue, never interacted with them before. Hey there, hope you're doing good. The next thing out of their mouth is going to be, will you buy graphics from me? Spies. Okay. I don't know how y'all can, if you do, I don't know how people do it, right? Set up spies in multiple kingdoms and so on and so forth. I hardly have time to play the game on my own account in multiple farms. No. Electro King's my guy. Electro King's my graphics guy, but at least once every other day I get someone out of the blue messaging me. I'm a graphics designer. I'm hard up. I need rent. I need diapers, blah, blah, blah. Can I ask you for a small commission? Can I show you my work? And I'm always like, you know what? If you want to waste your time and show me your work, I'm sure you do great work, but I'm very happy with the guy I got. Yeah. I mean, if agreed, Master. If they don't back build their flags and have a plan for their downtime, 93 will just stop them. Yeah, you know, Captain, if I had diapers, I probably wouldn't be getting up 4 times every night to use the bathroom. Let's be real here. And you'll understand this when you get to be 50 some odd years old. Twenty-102 is Asian soon sleep time. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. Currently it's 4 a.m. in South Korea. 11 p.m. in Dubai. 7 p.m. in London. I mean, I drink 6 bottles of water a day, right? Each of these bottles is 750 milliliters. I probably have 2 or 3 coffees a day and maybe 2 cans of Coke Zero, plus a glass of milk at dinner. I heard they work Saturdays too. I mean, you know, lots of people work Saturdays and Sundays. It just depends on the job you have. And I gotta work a few hours tomorrow and on Sunday again. My last day off was that I didn't even have to log on to my work computer and check on something or do something. My last day off was on Sunday, September 29th. Right, here's the conversation, right? In Discord. Actually, I want to ask you something. That is why I DM'd you. I said, ask away, but I don't need any graphics at this time. They say, actually, I'm an artist and I'm looking for commission. Any chance you'd like commission artwork? I said, no, thank you. I'm very happy with the person I use already, but I'm sure you do great work. Next. They're typing. Next, it's going to be, oh, I'm low on rent, or I can't pay my electrical bill, or my baby needs diapers. You just watch. I'll read it to you when it comes through. And I truly feel for some of these people, if indeed that is the situation they are in. But every other day, it's the same message from a different person, and it's always the same story. So it's hard for me to tell truth from reality. They say, all right, but if you don't mind, may I do some artwork for you, like a profile picture banner, something that won't cost much, and it would be a great help for me by your side. Sorry, I am not in need of anything at the present time. That's a good, let's do this, right? And this is just going to be a straight up poll. It's either yes or no. Should piloting of accounts be banned in Rise of Kingdoms? Yes or no? There's no middle ground in this poll. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into that part of this discussion, Master. But in your personal opinion, should piloting of accounts be banned? But I agree. Lilith has created a monster. If after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, however long people have been getting piloted, they all of a sudden start banning accounts, or say you got to stop this, there would be a huge uproar. So the situation we are in with pilots right now, and it being necessary in these high kingdoms, is because it's been allowed to go on for so long. Right? We don't see near the piloting of accounts in B and C seed and lower seed kingdoms that I know are taking place in many of these kingdoms. I had one person tell me they piloted for 2377 and that 80%, and again, this is hearsay, I don't know this to be fact, it's only what I was told, that 80% of the players in 2377 have at least 3 pilots for their account. How do you compete with that? I mean, are there accounts in lower seas that are piloted? Absolutely. I'm sure there are. Is mine one of them? Hell no. Every single R4 in 1029 has my phone number. They know if they need me online, if the shit has hit the fan and they need me online, all they got to do is call me. Do I often get accused of using pilots? Every single KVK. And why is that? Because I'm online when pass is open and I'm fighting for 20 hours straight. Well, as soon as we figure out the other kingdom's downtime, that's when Lambo takes his nap. I will sleep for 2 to 4 hours and then be back online. Vietnamese are number one for piloting. That's why they don't face each other. Yeah, to the credit of 1029, they've never had to pick up the phone and call me. I mean, there have been times that my alarm has gone off. I'd woken up and Mad Mania is still online. It's like, oh, thank God you're here. They're kicking our ass. It's like, dude, pick up the fucking phone and call me. Well, you needed your sleep. You've been online for 26 hours straight, Mad Mania. I logged off 4 hours ago. I at least got some sleep. I mean, if we start running into kingdoms in B Seed that are having 70, 80 players online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that are piloted, at that point in time, I have to reevaluate my own continuing to play this game. I understand it's a necessary evil at this time, at this period of time with this game, that those big kingdoms have to have pilots so you can't compete. I get it. I get it. I'm not saying... I get why people do it too. For me, I take more pride in the fact that I have 17 billion kill points and 70 million deads than I would if I had 50 billion kill points and 200 million deads, knowing that I only got a quarter of those or a half of those. Right? Right, Lion? I joked with Apple. I said, hey, if you want me to pilot for you, I will. But word of warning, if you wake up and your account's in 1029, it was me that did it. Yeah, I mean, it's not that there are not people that I don't trust. It's just it to me, it's a sense of accomplishment and pride to know that everything that I've done, every resource that I've gathered, every kill point that I have, every dead troop that I have, is because I've invested the time and I've invested the effort. I mean, I get it. I get it. Some of these multimillionaires out there, they have businesses to run. They have other things to do. They have soccer games to play in. What's up, Loco? Sorry. Football. Actually, I have a soccer command now. We did this way back when. You know, I get it. I get it. I understand that. You know, but I don't know. But I do agree. If Lilith came out tomorrow and said, "Hey, guess what? We're locking accounts to IP addresses or device IDs," there would be a lot of people walking away from this game. A lot of spenders walking away from this game too. Real deal. Good to see you. So, where this game is at now, they would lose a lot of money if they did that. And at the end of the day, that's what drives them. Had they locked it down from the start, I think we'd be in a better place now. They've only made it easier with how you can just use a one-time code to get access. I can't comment on that because I've never piloted for anyone. I've never allowed anyone to pilot for me. So, full transparency, right? I had access to MF's account when he was in 1029. Okay, he gave me access to his account when he was in 1029. He said, use it, abuse it, do whatever you need to do. The only thing I ever did with it was log into it so I could make YouTube videos. I didn't use it to fight. Snow Goose. Appreciate you for the 10 gifted membership, Snow Goose. If you're a member in the chat, please drop that Snow Goose emoji. Help me thank the man for his generous support. If you got a gifted membership from Snow Goose, please thank him as well. So like I said, I had access to MS account, but I only used it to make some YouTube videos, do account reviews. I did not use it to log on and fight. Hell, I got my own account to do that. Looks like the enemy is opening up another front right here. Yeah, I mean, they got to push 93 in every possible area that they can. Everywhere they can, they need to push and push hard, because the longer this fight goes on, the more chances 1093 will have. Lucid dropping the St. Jolene emoji. Yeah, Snow Goose is crazy. I see him dropping gifted in Forza's chat and Apo's chat. It seems like every single YouTube streamer I'm watching, Snow Goose is there. Easier. Oh, I don't doubt that, Lion. I don't doubt that. I'm just saying that their best chance to win this KVK is to push and push hard. And even then, it's not over until the final bell rings.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone.
93 is very smart about how they do flags, how they backbuild flags. I am not seeing these other kingdoms doing much back building at all, which is concerning if they do hit a downtime. Right? I mean, 93 is layering the flags as they build them, whereas these other kingdoms, it's not very evident, so. A few of these 93 cities will auto Glock. 294 million. Kick his ass out of the alliance and put your own alliance in prison on him so that he stays there after this enemy flag builds. Yeah, if it's easy, it's not that much fun, right? I remember our last KVK Kingsland lasted maybe 6-8 hours. It seemed like people would be, oh, there's fights over here, and as soon as I get there, everyone would run away. Yeah, we'll open it up, Lion. There you go. How's it going? Honestly, it looks like 1093 flags are burning. It's a matter of attrition here, though. The longer 93 can keep fighting these guys, the more they're going to drain. The enemy, that is. Like, let's try this. Unsimplified graphics. if bright lights and high frame rates send you into epileptic seizures, you may want to look away. They did, Snow Goose, and that was frustrating as all hell. I mean, there were times my own kingdom said, Lambo, just stay in your city. We want some fights. And I would stay in my city and stay in my city and stay in my city until it looked like you guys were getting overwhelmed. And then I'd send my 7 marches out, the enemy would disappear. Like, what the hell? Y'all outnumber us, 7-1. But as soon as I bring my 7 marches, you run away. I'm sure the Kraken in Wind Camp was running 7 marches with 400k also. I'm 30 wedge formation armaments away from getting that 4th special inscription for my Archer March. What's up, Zal? We crit a horn the other day, 5th horn, obviously, crit, insta crit. So now we gotta get that up to level 5, getting iconic on that. Insta crit, yeah. 5th craft, insta crit, yeah. 5th craft is a guaranteed crit. Thank you. What's up, Lefty? Oh, I beat you, Master. Yeah, Sam, you're absolutely correct, right? It's already against terms of service to share accounts. The thing is, Lilith is not enforcing it. They can choose the way their terms of service is worded, they can choose what they decide to enforce and what they do not decide to enforce. And because it benefits them financially not to enforce that rule in the terms of service, they choose not to enforce it. They caution, and this is a quote, they caution against it because sharing an account and a password is never safe. I could not play on a phone, Snow Goose. I could not. It's frowned upon. Let's see where we're ending that poll at. 59%. 52 votes. 59% say yes, it should be banned. Like I said, the problem they would have. So how do we have 52 votes and only 39 likes? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Like I said, the problem with banning it is they let it go on for so long, they really can't. They would have to give players and kingdoms, okay, effective January 1st, 2026, pilots are banned. Or, you know, we're locking accounts to hardware devices, right? I mean, you go to many of these other competitive online games. Call of Duty comes to mind. You know, if they find out you're sharing an account, if they find out you're paying somebody to level up your guns, insta-ban. Done deal. Done deal. You know, if they ban you for cheating, they not only ban you, give you a software ban, but they can hardware ban you. So you have to change out all your equipment or figure out what hardware is banned, what hardware ID is banned in the game before you can play it again. There are ways that it could be done. What's up, Horse? What's up, Electro King? We were just talking about you. Right? If you guys don't know Electro King, one, you live under a rock. But two, he does all the graphics for me and many other content creators. He's done graphics for Apple, for Forza, for Skywalker. Lots of other content creators and players in the game he does profile pictures for, etc. If you're in need of graphics of any kind, you can find him on my Discord. Please reach out to him. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've had players. Lying honestly, I've had players that come to me. Oh, I don't like this kingdom. I migrated to a new kingdom. I don't like that kingdom. I migrated to another kingdom. I don't like that kingdom. And it's like, dude, just sell your fucking account and be a pilot then. Right? I mean, if all you want to do is fight, you don't want to farm, you don't want to spend your own money, just, you know, sell your fucking account and be a pilot. Yeah, good summary, Master. 93 is just holding on right now, trying to drain their enemies, get favorable trades. Lion and his spies have said that most of the enemy players are getting low on resources and low on speed ups. So the longer 93 drags this fight out, the better chance that they have to win. Has Electro King done timelines? We're gonna need a new Tides of War map, Electro King, as soon as I find out the matchup. But, I mean, oh, they took down the building flag that was here. So, yeah, you don't need to imprison your own guys. I don't blame them for trying to get Glock out of there. Did you raid me and I missed it, Lefty? If so, I completely apologize. Sometimes when I have a poll running, it doesn't notify me I've been raided, so. Oh, okay. We jumped from like 50 to 80. I thought maybe you had rated me. I mean, this right here, this is what 93 does. This is what 93 is best at, right? Coming in force, clearing the field. I guarantee you there's already a rally set on this flag. I mean, these guys up here, this other kingdom up here, if they don't want their friendlies flag burned, they need to push down in force and help. But as soon as they do that, I promise you, 93 is going to come up here and hit their flags. Right, I mean, you got a group of 93 players doing just enough over here to keep these guys occupied. You got a huge group of 93 players clearing the field in these cities. Now they're falling back. My assumption is the rally is marching. They're falling back to this flag now. They must have heard me on the top because now they're pushing down to help their allies. Yeah, a lot of these players though, their troops are half health. A lot of these players who ran through these cities clearing the field and are now falling back by this flag, a lot of their troops are half health. I do notice 93 players refresh quite a bit more often than many other players do. And, it just so that they can have those fresh marches on the field so that they can get those better reports. Especially in a situation like this where it seems like their attempt is to drain the enemy of resources and speed ups over several days. ST Wally, we just burned the flag on the left side. Over here. Yeah, that flag's got a ways to go yet. Yep. See, there's the red light. It's, 93 just, and that's what has always impressed me about these guys is the coordination that they have and the teamwork that they have to methodically go through and do what they need to get done is just always there. What's up, Sminus? Doing well. How about you? It's the weekend. Can't complain. Well, I can't complain. I'm always complaining, right? Let's be real. What's up, Mahmoud? Mahmoud? I'm not getting lag. Now, if I scroll to a different part of the map, I guarantee you there will be. What's up, Rick? Bro, always this 3 to 4 billion kill point swarming rallies. Shit, when we clearly told them only whales. Hey, they gotta hit their DKP, Lion, right? Oh no, that flag didn't burn. What the hell? Well, I mean, to be fair, right? I mean, 93's fighting here. They're fighting 3 camps, right? So they've got a significant number of players in multiple locations. all their enemy kingdoms just need, honestly, I think they need better coordination between each other in those 3 other enemy camps. Say, okay, let's all launch a rally on these multiple flags that we're all touching at the exact same time. Even then, it'd be hard, it's hard to burn anything 93 has, but I mean, I think the longer this goes in Kingsland, the better chance 93 has to win it. I think the best chance that their enemy camps have to win it is by working together to ensure that they're all pushing at the same time, and 93 is dividing its force amongst 4 or 5 different touch points. It's too early to tell. I mean, there's a lot of 93 flags on fire right now, but they do a very good job at back building. And, you know, once letting the flags only burn for a short period of time, you know, they should be moving in and clearing out all the farmers or all the troops in these resource nodes so the enemy can't get more teleport spots. Right? I mean, you know, same thing here. Whenever you're fighting in that enemy territory, you kill those farmers. You kill those farmers, because the more teleport spots cities can have, that is the single-handedly the worst thing about Kingsland, right? Is trying to teleport to a location you need to teleport to because there's friggin' resource nodes there. It looks like their enemies are hitting a flag in here. At least I see a Gorgo in here that's not moving. Maybe someone was actually accidentally swarming it. Yeah, I don't see a rally icon in there. At the same time, okay, this is what they need to do, right? At the same time, one of the 3 camps is pushing up on top here. This is what they need to do, right? And up here, these guys are trying the same thing. Well, I mean, if it wasn't a 1 versus 3, they would probably not be getting any fights. You know, no matter if 93 teamed up with any one of these other 3 camps, the other 2 camps would be out of Kingsland by now. What's up, Ant? Ready for some real football this weekend? Yes, sir. Give me a tough game against the Lions. I think we need to control the clock and run the ball, dominate time of possession, and eliminate mental errors, you know, false starts, holding penalties, that type of thing. You know, the Packers are their own worst enemy. I think they could hang with any team in this league if they eliminate those mistakes. I mean, shit, y'all saw what they did in Dallas last year during the playoffs, right? Lots of people had Dallas going to the Super Bowl last year. Packers laid the fucking smackdown on them. Play Sunday. Lions were crazy good last year, but we split with them last year, right? They beat us at Lambeau. We beat them on Thanksgiving at Ford Field. Well, that's the nice thing about the division we play in is it doesn't matter if you're playing the Lions, the Bears, or the Vikings, and that team has no other wins that year. It's always a tough match. Even the years the Lions were dog shit, right? I always dreaded playing in what was it before it was Ford Field? Superdome. Those are always tough games. And the fact that, in my opinion, the NFC North is the toughest division in football right now only makes those teams better. What are 1029 requirements to join? You know, there's no specific kill requirements. There's no specific dead requirements. Right now, we're registered for KVK now. Matchmaking starts tonight. If you're interested in coming here, hit up Mad Mania, hit up Captain Stinkfuss. I should say Choco Guinness and Captain Stinkfuss in the Alliance. Mad Mania or Captain Stinkfuss on my Discord. You know, the thing is, we want to make sure that players that are coming here have a high game IQ, that we don't have to teach them how to play the game. You know, sure, there's always going to be commander questions, armament questions, equipment type questions that we bounce off of each other in our Discord. But things like, oh, why aren't we attacking this flag? When we have no territory touching the flag, you know, we don't want to teach somebody how to play this game. Most of us have been playing this game for 4 to 6 years already. So high game IQ, activity, communication is critical. If you can't make a pass opening, that's fine. Just tell us. Life comes first. Work comes first. School comes first. Life comes first. We just need to be able to plan accordingly. You know, if we have 60 people tell us, yeah, we'll be there when the pass opens, and then only 30 show up, that's problematic. Ideally, someone coming to this kingdom will have a minimum of 3 to 4 meta marches with good gear. I'm not saying top tier gear. I'm not saying fully proc legendary sets on all your marches. And a high game IQ and communication. You know, that's what it's all about. The number of accounts that are being bought and sold these days, someone's kill points, someone's deads, doesn't mean a whole hill of beans. Now, we do voice interviews for anyone wanting to come here. Old account, new account, young account, whatever. We do voice interviews for anyone that wants to come here so that we can make sure people understand the rules, they understand how we fight and our philosophy. It's more about getting the right players in here than it is about getting people with high kill points or high deaths. You know, honestly, if it's somebody with a very, very young account, this is probably not the kingdom you want to come to. A lot of the KVKs we fight in are against some older kingdoms, some older players. You know, if you haven't experienced your second season of Conquest or even your third season of Conquest, you might want to go through that before you try coming here. But if it's something you're interested in, after this KVK, we'll be seeing where we stand with power and potentially recruiting some players again. You know, the thing is, we don't have kill requirements in KVK. We don't have dead requirements. There's no DKP. Because you can't. It's hard to go into a KVK and say, okay, we know we're going to get X number of hours or X number of days of fighting. Right? So after KVK ends, we will look at how much fighting we had. We will look at our top players and our bottom players and our middle players and do an evaluation. You know, which of these players do we need to have a talk with based on the amount of fighting that we had. So yeah, it's hard to say right now if we're gonna bring in a bunch of people after this KVK that we're currently registered for or not. We are rather fat right now, meaning we need to lose some weight. So we need to have a good KVK where we can all take some deads, hopefully get a win out of it. And we need to drop some power so that we can bring a few more players in. Right now, we're right on that borderline between A and B seed. We would like to stay a B seed kingdom. You know, we don't want to be one of those low A seed kingdoms that all of a sudden gets dropped in a KVK with 1960 or 1093 or 2377 or 2049, right? Matchmaking is so unpredictable these days for A seed kingdoms. It's funny. It's not even funny. We need to, I mean, there are, I'll be honest, there are a few players. If they wanted to come here, we would make room for them. St. Jolene, Carr, Forza, Apocalypse are four that come to mind. Redline. I mean, if I needed to delete troops to get Forza in here or Carr in here, I would do that. I'm sitting at 160 million power myself, so I'm kind of fat. And that's after taking 7 million deads in the last KVK, 10 million deads in the KVK before that, and I think 11 million deads in the KVK before that. Russ, currently we have 68 main accounts in the kingdom. Our main alliance is right at 8 billion power, right around 350 billion kill points. It is a diet during KVK, St. Julien. I swear, I lose 6 to 10 pounds every KVK. Just because I'm not snacking in between meals. So yeah, I mean, I could use a diet, a KVK diet. Yeah, kill some troops too, right? I'll believe it when I see it, Jolene. I'll believe it when I see it. It would be fun just to have you here. Whether it's a 20 million account or a 120 million account. What's up, Nugget? Is 93 losing yet? It's the longer this drags out, the better chances they have to win. Right now, they have 93 flags are burning at many of these touch points. From what I understand from the 93 players that were in chat, they are getting very good reports. The enemy cities that they've scouted are beginning to run low on resources, and based on the spies that they have in some of these kingdoms, very low on speed ups. So I think 93 is playing more defensive right now than highly aggressive, trying to drain their enemies with those favorable reports at the moment. You know, and let's not forget, right? They've got Grand Prix on Sunday. Now, granted, that's only 30 players. Russ, welcome to the Touchdown Club. Thank you, sir. But you gotta believe that that's 30 of their top players that are playing in Grand Prix on Sunday. So, you know, if these enemy kingdoms can make it till Sunday, they might get a flag or two burned then. But, I mean, 93 is smart. They know what they're doing. Last KVK, I don't know that they went 110% against 2049 and 1960. So I fully believe that they have the speed ups and they have the resources to continue this fight for a long period of time, if need be. Oh yeah, I mean, I think 1093 Lion was in chat earlier, and he said that the reason we don't see top-tier Vietnamese kingdoms fighting Vietnamese kingdoms is because they pilot for each other. Can you play GP? What's GP? Grand Prix? No, you cannot. Grand Prix, nope. Well, maybe you can. I haven't ever even thought of that. You're absolutely correct. Those are accounts that are on a different server. You're 100% correct. Those are on a different server. They give you a special client to log into those. Yep. So it may be possible. I know when we played, when we did the, the testing for that one KVK, what's it called? Not Siege of Orleans, but the one where everything's a frickin' range combat march. When we did the testing for that, they had us download an entirely separate client. And when I say client, Rise of Kingdoms program, and launch from there. So I guess that is possible. Shifting gears. Yes, thank you. Not a KVK I ever want us to do, so it's one that I'm trying to block out of my memory forever. Yeah, I still think I got the Shifting Gears install on my PC somewhere. Maybe it's on another drive. I don't know. COD being Call of Dragons or Call of Duty? I got the new Call of Duty. I haven't done any multiplayer on it yet. I'm trying to get through the campaign. I'm stuck on this point where you're in Tennessee at a secret CIA facility and there are zombies all over. And you have no weapons except an axe and a grappling hook. And you have to grapple from place to place to place before you get swarmed by zombies. Pain in the ass. Just give me a machine gun. Let me spray and pray. Black Ops 6, yes. I don't do the multiplayer where it's like 5 players versus 5 players and you die, you respawn, you die, you respawn. I don't play that shit. But I will play some Warzone occasionally. I suck at it. I'm gonna be realistic here. My reflexes are not what they used to be, and when 90% of the people you're playing against use controller instead of mouse and keyboard, and they have aim assist, it makes it very, very hard. Haven't done zombies yet. Just still working through the campaign. Oh, I mean, yeah, back in the day, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, with, you know, Quake 3, America's Army when it first came out, Battlefield 2. I was a friggin' monster, but you didn't have aim assist. Everyone was on mouse and keyboard. You know, I've tried using controller for some of these modern Call of Duty games. It doesn't work for me. And nothing makes me angrier than getting killed by a 6-year-old on frickin' controller and having, you blah blah blah, you frickin' old man. Go take some Geritol or, you know, whatever. I can smell the Bengay from here. Right? Flag push left side. You know, I love playing Madden as well, but I hate playing it online. Because people are brutal, man. They are just freaking brutal. You know, I like to be a good sport playing Madden, and I will finish out every single game. But if I'm absolutely kicking somebody's butt, they'll just rage quit. It's ridiculous. And I don't care if I'm down 45-10 and it's the fourth quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You know, I'll play the game out. Sure, I might turn off the opponent so I can't hear what they're saying anymore. But I'll at least play the game out. That's what I liked about America's Army, Lee, is it was an objective-based game, and when you died, you were dead, right? You had to work together as a squad, you know, checking your corners as you went, building to building, with one player playing Overwatch as a sniper in certain maps to accomplish an objective. And when you died, you were done. You know, I don't enjoy these games where you die, you respawn, you die, you respawn, you die, you respawn. Which is, you know, I mean, I like Warzone to a point. You know, you die, you go to the gulag. You get one chance to come back. I played Doom. Right, where is my Doom sound? Hang on. Let's find the sounds. Where's the birth control one? I swear I have it on here.
You're an inspiration for birth control.
What's going on, Lito? Theater map is still the best. So, I've gotten every Call of Duty since they've come out, right? There was a period of time though where I didn't have the best PC, or I got the game on Xbox 360 so I could play through single player mode. When the kids were little, I did not have the money to be thrown into PC upgrade after PC upgrade just to play the latest and greatest Call of Duty. So there was a period of about 18, 20 years there where the only PC I had was a piece of shit laptop, and I just used it for email and taxes. It wasn't until about 2.5, 3 years ago that, all the kids are growing up. They all have jobs now. 2 of them still live at home. One just graduated college. The other one is finding his way with life. One is out of the house. He's got a good, solid job. But it wasn't until 2.5, 3 years ago that I decided, hey, I really want to get a good gaming PC again. Hey, Don, I don't know that 93 will lose. This is gonna be more than a one-day fight. The longer this Kingsland fight drags out, the better chance 93 has. What's up, Plung? There are so many old people playing rock. There's so many young people playing rock too. But yeah, I mean, I'm 54 years old. And thank y'all for the subscriptions today. The notification doesn't always pop up when somebody subscribes to the channel, so if I missed calling you out, I do apologize. I do thank you though for the subscriptions. What's up in St. Joker? Appreciate each and every subscription I've gotten today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I try to go live 5 days a week, but work has gotten in the way of my streaming lately. So it's been 2, maybe 3 days a week since October 1st, and that's just because, I mean, honestly, when I'm sitting in front of a computer for work for anywhere from 12 to 14 hours, the last thing I want to do is sit in front of a computer to live stream. I love the community with this game. I love you guys in chat. You're always here. You're always chatting. And I have fun doing that, but there's a point in time where I just need to go and sit in the recliner and turn on SpongeBob SquarePants or Ren and Stimpy or some stupid ass cartoon that I don't even have to think while I watch. What do I do for work? So it's a combination of things. So I am a business analyst for a software company that makes enrollment, billing, and claims software for insurance companies. So I work very closely with the clients that buy the software to write the business requirements for things that they want to see in the software. And then I work very closely with the technology teams, the developers, the programmers, the coders, to ensure that my clients' needs are translated into a language that they can understand. So technically, I'm a business analyst for a software company, but there's a lot to it than just analyzing business. For every client, I work with their teams to help them get trained on the software. If they are using our company for what we call BPaaS services, which is business as a something or other, where we do all the processing of claims, of enrollments, etc. And I work very closely with the operations teams to get them trained in the software. I work close with the testing teams to ensure that any new release or new enhancement to the software is fully tested before it's deployed to production. And this is our busy time of year. October 15th through December 7th every year is Medicare open enrollment. So that means people who have Medicare can change their plan every year during this time. A translator, yeah. That's a good, right? I take the business needs that are given to me and I translate them so that the technical teams can understand it. Yep. I do not make your insurance go up. No, sir. No, sir. The reason insurance keeps going up is for the simple fact that people generally do not seek out preventative services. They don't go in for their annual checkups. They do not get a colonoscopy on a regular basis. Generally, people in this country do not go to the doctor until there is something seriously wrong with them. And when that happens, right, the claims, if you go to the doctor and they can detect something early and help prevent things from happening, the cost of those claims are very low. But if you wait to go to the doctor until there's something seriously wrong with you and they have to do CAT scan or MRIs or, multiple lab work or check you into the hospital or whatever, that's when the price of claims goes up. And that's one of the problems with healthcare in the United States, right? Is people are so against going to the doctor for preventative services, they wait to go to the doctor until something's really, really wrong with them. And I'm guilty of that too, right? I hate going to the doctor. When they slap that rubber glove on their hand and tell me to bend over, I'm like, oh, fuck you. The whole turn your head and cough thing, right? Your hands are cold. Leave me alone. I mean, you would think after the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, the price of insurance would have gone down. But that's not the case. It has gone up and up and up. Yeah, we've got a couple of balls here. I mean, any healthcare insurance company is regulated by the federal government. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think at least 80% of a healthcare company's revenue from insurance premiums has to be spent on administrative services. So any healthcare company can only make 20% profit from premiums. It's some crazy number like that. right, I think 93 is going to try and move over and take out this burning flag after they defend this rally. That might even be a city rally on somebody. I would not advise Attila Takeda going to a flag. Or Attila Nevsky or whoever's behind Attila here. Well, and that's the problem too, Russ. Even with the economy, right? You know, everybody says, "Oh, inflation, inflation, inflation." But when you see the price of a gallon of milk, let's just say go from $1.25 to $2.25. Sure, we might be in an inflation, but when inflation ends, prices never go back down. Right? Companies, grocery stores, whoever realize that, oh, hey, people are going to pay this price for this. You know, and there's a lot of greed. And I get it. We live in a capitalist society, but you know, and I'm not one of these, oh, spread the wealth evenly, right? You get what you earn. I busted my ass my entire life without a college education, working from the ground up in every company I've ever been in. Which is why I wanted my kids all to have a college degrees, because generally if you don't have a college degree, you're starting on the ground floor and you got to work your ass off to climb the corporate ladder per se. Yep, here we go. Whereas if you have a college degree, you're not always starting on the ground floor. Milk is expensive. Twin boys, yeah, exactly. Terminator, they're just, you know, they know it's pointless to try and push on three fronts at the same time. They're just draining them. I mean, I hear a lot of people, oh, well, they get free health care in Canada. They get free health care in Great Britain or wherever, right? Or in Sweden or whatever. I have a news for you. You're paying for it somehow. You know, the government has to get their money somehow. So every single government program, they have to get their money somehow, and it's generally through taxes. You know, it's not like the president of Sweden or the prime minister of Great Britain or the king or queen of Great Britain is paying for everybody's health care. No, they're taxing the shit out of you to pay for that health care. No, these kingdoms, I agree, these kingdoms 93 is facing, they are not weak. Not at all. In Germany, we pay, yeah, I mean, somebody pays for it somewhere. Free healthcare where I live in Europe, I guarantee you someone's paying for it. Taxes. Taxes are paying for it somehow, some way. Those doctors would leave Europe immediately if they weren't getting paid. Where does that money come from? Take it easy, Thunder. Have a good one. I'm a veteran, can tell you the government-run healthcare, so you're talking the VA, if you're in the United States, right? Government-run healthcare is terrible. I mean, I have a niece that is a doctor, right? Originally, she wanted to go and work for the VA to help improve their healthcare in the VA for veterans. But she found out how bad it was. Yeah, hell no. She's got a private practice. Used to live in England in the service, and they had a TV tax. What the hell is a TV tax? Every TV you have in your house, you have 3 TVs, we're taxing you on each of them. We also have a TV tax, but it's for the service of the network or whatever you pay. Yeah, I mean, like I pay Spectrum. I pay Spectrum for cable TV running to 1, 2, 3 TVs in the house. Right, so I think it's like $9 per cable box that I have. And then the service for 3 TVs, and I get taxed on that. So if that's what you're talking about, yeah, that's common, at least here, right? I mean, it's like you buy a car, you get taxed on the car. You get taxes when you buy the car. You pay sales tax. You pay for licensing. You have to renew your license plate every single year. You have to get services performed on the car. That's taxed, right? So, yeah, there's taxes everywhere. Come to 1029, the tax. Yeah, especially when Mad Mania is king. He never taxes the kingdom. Maybe once a month. When Lambo's king, he runs that gathering tax buff almost every day. Thoughts on Social Security? I try not to think about it. Probably be gone by the time I retire. Incoming rally. What do we got here? Yeah, this looks like a fun KVK to be playing in. No matter what side you're on, there's lots of fighting everywhere. Who is winning? I would say it's there's no clear-cut winner at the moment. A lot of 1093 flags are burning, but from what I understand from the players who have been in chat from 1093 is their reports are super good. And their scouting of the enemy cities show that the enemies are slowly getting drained of resources. And they feel that many of their enemies do not have a lot of speed ups left to continue this fight much more than a day or so. So the longer that this fight goes, the better chances 1093 is going to have. And these kingdoms seem to finally be working together to, burn these flags. I mean, these flags are close by, but this kingdom on the bottom had a ball here. This kingdom up on the top, they had a ball here. They were not working together, flowing back and forth between flags, whereas 1093 was. I mean, if these three other camps can get organized and all push with numbers at the exact same time, and they can last, it's might be a different story. This fight ain't lasting a day. You think 93 is going to be done in less than 24 hours? I would be willing to say that this lasts more than a day. I mean, 93 are territory experts. They've got flags layered in here. Right? They will not be pushed out in less than a day. I would be very surprised if that happens. The other kingdoms are slowly burning 1093. You got almost 100 watching now. That's fantastic, guys. Thank you for jumping on and joining us today. 64 likes thus far. We can do better than that. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, I would greatly appreciate it. It is the first of the month. So I believe yeah, I can give some free memberships. We're going to do that right now. Thank you, Mohammed. Appreciate the love there. I had no control over who YouTube gives it to, my friend. I don't even know how it works. YouTube just gives it to people in chat, people that are active in chat, people that are been in the stream more than one. I don't know how it works. I just hit the button. I can give away 10 free every single month. So the brand new month, 5 today. We'll do 5 on another stream. Who is Wistique? Someone you know, Captain? No, it's all good. I just don't want anyone thinking that I'm handpicking who gets these memberships. It's all random. Oh my, that's a big ball. I believe they will probably try and build a flag here. Really don't need to, though. They already got territory touching. Mystique is an old player from 2444, and the reason why Bianca is in love. Oh, so cute. I'm in 2906 and we ain't getting drained. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I don't think 93's quitting anytime soon. The last KVK they had against what, 1960 and 2049, right? I think they knew the odds were not in their favor, so they kind of pulled back a bit, didn't fight like they normally do, and I think they've got resources and speed ups up the wazoo. So I play in a BC kingdom right now. I thoroughly enjoy it. Playing with close friends is much better than being a small fish in a big pond. I have played in Imperium Kingdoms before, 1039, 1052. Played against the likes of Dragothian and Roni when they were in 1016. I played against 1093 in the past. Played against 1254 at their peak. So it's you know, there's a lot of good kingdoms out here. And 93, yeah, 93 has been a quality kingdom for a long time. KVK 2, I think 1039 played against them. We got absolutely smoked. I mean, it wasn't even a contest. I think it was, I forget who allied with 1039, but I think it was us against 1016 and 1093 in that KVK, or maybe we played 1093 and KVK 3, I don't know. I mean, I know there at one point in time, people were calling 1093 a retirement kingdom. I don't think that's ever been the case. And the fact that they are insanely good in Ark of Osiris as well. 1093 ain't going away, people. Win or lose here, there's no way. You see a lot of kingdoms that come up from nothing, dominate in 1 or 2 KVKs, and then fall apart. That's not 1093. Electro King popping off some of the emojis that he has made for me here in the chat. This might be the second one of the day. Out of the blue. Can I get your attention for a bit? $20 says they want to do graphics for me. You asked me this, we were talking about their Grand Prix match earlier. So Grand Prix is a different format, right? You get all the commanders, a certain number of troops. So players who are playing in that match have a different account to log into during that match. So they could potentially just have their pilots playing on the main accounts during that entire match. Are they free burning 93? I wouldn't call it free burning. Free burning, in my opinion, is a flag that's not even garrisoned. I haven't seen that yet. Electro King, I'm going to start sending all these people who are asking to do graphics for me. I'm just going to say, talk to Electro King. He's my business manager. This will be 2 in the same day. 2 in the past 2 hours. If that's what this person wants. It's my opinion about pilots. I'm not a fan. We had a poll up earlier. Should pilots be banned? Yes or no? 58% voted yes. The problem is Lilith has allowed it to continue for so long they can't just flip a switch. You know, a lot of these big players spend a lot of money. They would probably quit the game if they couldn't use pilots. What's my GPU? So I run a 4070 Ti. I have a 10900K processor. It's last generation, but I don't want a new generation Intel because those are crazy bad power wise. I run a water-cooled 10900K. Got 64 gigs of DDR4. I got a 4070 Ti. And the trick to get this game to run good is you have to install it on your fastest drive possible. If you put this game on a USB device or on a mechanical hard drive, you're just killing yourself. I have got 3 M.2 NVMe drives in my system. One is for my operating system. One is for Rise of Kingdoms and OBS. And one is for other games. So I have Rise of Kingdoms and OBS, which is the streaming software, installed on the fastest drive I can to ensure that things load quickly. Intel sucks. Yeah, I mean, right now, if I was putting together a new PC right now, I would go with an AMD processor for sure. 100%. Run a McDonald's? Okay, I'll take some chicken nuggets, please. But the i9 like I have, I think it's a quality processor. It definitely beats some of the AMD, what are they? Not AM5, but like the time I got my processor, it was top of the line. And it was better than any AMD out there. Every other PC I had before this one, I've had AMD processors. This computer I bought during COVID, and graphics cards you could not find anywhere. The only way to get a decent graphics card was to buy a pre-built system. So I bought a pre-built system. It was the same processor, the same motherboard. It only had 32 gigs of RAM, and it came with a 2070 Super. I've since upgraded the RAM. I went with NZXT 360 millimeter AIO. Upgraded every single drive that was on here. Removed the mechanical hard drive. Replaced that with an SSD. Put it in a new case. Got rid of the garbage keyboard and mouse that it came with, right? But I think the only things that I have are from that original pre-built are the motherboard and processor. Well, if they have Coke Zero, I'll take a Coke Zero. I don't do milkshakes, but thank you. So, you know, my processor does bottleneck the graphics card just a little bit. You know, generally, if I'm running Black Ops 6 on the highest settings, you know, my processor's hitting 60, 70 degrees Celsius, 60 to 70% load, and my GPU is sitting at a nice cool, you know, 40 degrees. So, but that's the next upgrade. Yeah, nowadays Intel does have a lot of temperature problems. You gotta throttle down the voltage. My son has a 13900K in his system, and man, when he's gaming on his computer, I mean, he closes the vents to his room in the winter because that computer and the radiator that he has and the heat that processor, that 13900K, is spitting out. That's enough to heat his bedroom. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, bottleneck is probably the wrong word, right? But, you know, some of these games are using more CPU than they are GPU. And it seems like that's consistent with Black Ops 6, Starfield, running Cyberpunk, Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, they seem to be more, not necessarily CPU intensive, but they seem to occupy much more of the CPU than they do the GPU. Your electric bill through the roof. It depends. You know, it depends on the season. If the air conditioner's running, then yeah. I would agree. I mean, if like I said, if I was building a brand new gaming computer right now, or upgrading my motherboard and my CPU right now, those are definitely two of the processors that I would be giving a serious consideration to duality. But, I mean, really, the only game I stream is Rise of Kingdoms. If I was streaming some of those other heavier intensive games, it'd probably, I'd get a second PC. Play the game on one and stream from the other. What's up, Cheyenne? But let's move away from this. I'll show you my setup. There you go. We've swapped out the keyboard and the mouse. This was Razer keyboard, Razer mouse. The Razer mouse just started squeaking like a son of a bitch. So I'm now running a what is this? A Corsair G502 or something? And a Corsair keyboard. I've got Egyptian keycaps on the bottom part of it. Looks really sweet. And all these crazy RGBs over here. It's now just green and gold. Green Bay Packers. Yeah, Green Bay Packers, baby. Green and gold. You betcha. All right, where were we? 1093 KVK, right? So many watching, so few likes. Jolene is cracking the whip here, guys. Trust me, you don't want to piss her off. She'll start banning people left and right. So, I mean, I do have, and I have a setup short out there that you guys can watch. I did it about a month ago. It's the only short I have on my channel, so go watch that. That kind of gives you a panoramic view of the entire setup. And that shows my Rise of Kingdoms wall with my disc plate, my Season 3 Osiris League Champions medal. It's pretty sweet. It's the first short I did, only the second ever video I've edited. I hate editing videos. Do I think 1093 will win? The longer this goes, the better chances they have. I mean, they're doing just enough wherever flags touch to delay the enemy from burning a flag. I mean, their enemies have to work their asses off to burn these flags. If 93 doesn't win, they should disband. They're fighting some hard kingdoms, some decent kingdoms here, Jolene. I mean, they're holding off. I mean, how many kingdoms are in each of these other camps? At least 2, 3? Yeah, it's 93 versus all. Imagine 93 and 1960 together. Yeah, that would not. They'd end up fighting each other. I mean, when they first announced the Autric system, the way I thought KVKs would go is the two biggest camps, two strongest camps would always ally with each other, push out the smaller, less weaker camps, and then the two biggest camps would fight for Kingsland in the end. Just because that Autric distribution was so incredibly unbalanced. I'm very surprised we haven't seen that. There's a lot of betrayals that take place, especially in newer kingdoms. But I'm surprised we haven't seen two strongest camps ally, push the weaker camps out, and then fight each other to see who wins. They should do a light dark KVK and put 50 A and BC kingdoms against 60 and 1093. That would be nuts. The problem is coordination and communication, right? And we experienced this in lower seeds even. We have had 32 kingdoms in a Strife of the Eight. We have had King of the Nile KVKs where one camp had 9 kingdoms in it. You know, communication with all those allies is oftentimes the downfall of a KVK such as that. I think the worst KVK we ever had, we had a European kingdom, a Turkish kingdom, and 2 Korean kingdoms in our camp. And the Turkish kingdom and the 2 Korean kingdoms could not get along at all. You know, we went into that KVK saying, okay, guys, we just want to fight. Somebody else figure out territory, somebody else do diplomacy, somebody else, you know, because for whatever reason, 1029 always seems to end up having to plan everything out. So we went into that KVK saying, we're just going to take it easy. But when the Korean kingdoms and the Turkish kingdom could not decide on how to build flags, could not even communicate with each other at all without throwing insults over the wall at each other, and the only kingdom they agreed that they would listen to is 1029, we said, fine, whatever, we'll do this. But even then, when we made decisions, oh, there goes a flag, here comes the boom, plug your ears. Even then, when we made decisions, they would still argue with us about them. So it's like, you know what, fuck it. That was the worst KVK I've ever been in because of internal camp diplomacy. I think 1029 got along better with our enemies than we did with our internal campmates. To give you some idea, when we got into Kingsland, we were 6 flags away from pushing water out. We were earth. We were 6 flags away. I'm sorry, wind. 6 flags away from pushing wind out. Water had already pushed our allies' fire out of Kingsland. So it's 2 camps versus 1 at this point in time. And 2 of the kingdoms in our camp said, okay, we're going to bed. It's like, wait a second here. Now it's 10 kingdoms versus 3 because you decided you're going to bed when you previously told us you won't sleep in Kingsland. You know, at that point in time, we raised the white flag and said it's done. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Apple to start streaming. My pizza dinner should be here in about 45 minutes. So I'm in communication with Apple. He's supposed to let me know when he starts streaming so that we can rate him. Let's see, at 2:49 p.m., so an hour and 10 minutes ago, he said he was going to take the dog for a walk and he would be streaming in 30 minutes. But I see his stream is set up to start in 30 more minutes. So I don't know if the clock spins differently in New Zealand than it does here in the United States of America, but we'll rate Apple once he starts streaming because I need to get some food in my belly when that pizza gets here. Pizza and chicken wings and cheese sticks. So yeah, Lambo wants to eat. I also skipped out of work an hour early today on the condition that I checked back in after dinner. Although I told them if something came up that they needed me just to call me, and my phone hasn't rang yet, so that's a good sign. But I got one brand new client that is having issues with our software because they did their own testing. I never advise for a client who's brand new, doesn't know the software, to do their own testing. Let the experts in the software do the testing. We can run any test scenario you want, share any screenshots you want, walk through the testing with you as we do it if that's what you want to see. But yeah, they wanted to save money, they wanted to do their own testing, and that was a complete and utter clusterfuck. Yeah, that's Hawaiian time as well, right? I mean, when I went to Hawaii, when my wife and I went on our honeymoon to Hawaii, they always said, oh, you know, the tour bus leaves at 3 o'clock. You know, we'd get to the tour bus at 2:55 and be waiting till 3:30. And it was never, we're running late. It's always, oh, we're on Hawaiian time. You know, bro, just hang loose. We're on Hawaiian time. Have another Mai Tai. His dogs have tiny legs. There's no shot they're walking a half hour anywhere. Yeah, right? Exactly, Master. And trying to save money short term is going to cost them more money long term. A lot of the issues they're identifying in the software now are things that our user acceptance testing team would have identified up front. The client is, oh, well, this is broken and this is broken. Well, didn't you test that? Well, no, we didn't test that. Okay, so now it's a change request that you have to pay for. Boom Boom Discord says he will not be streaming KVK as of 3:30 p.m. It's 4:02 p.m. Yeah, he's got a stream all set up to go in 28 minutes. 1093 Kingsland is the title of his stream. We will definitely raid that. In fact, I think I've already got my stream set up to raid his as soon as he goes live. So we'll get you over there. We'll get you over there when he goes live. It's telling me 26 minutes and 41 seconds. He might have changed the time a couple of times, but we'll get you over there when he goes live. That'll be about the time that my pizza gets here, so it should be perfect timing. But if we can hit 100 likes before I end the stream, I'll drop another 5 gifted memberships in chat. Okay, there's the deal right there. There's a goal for you to shoot for. You want a gifted membership? Make sure gifting is enabled, and let's hit 100 likes. Oh, yeah, Chronicle, I'm just getting Pizza Hut. All the local places on a Friday night are absolutely batshit crazy. And you know, of all the pizza chains, you know, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, whatever, I honestly feel like I like Pizza Hut best. Oh, freshly caught scallops from the bay. Oh, I love scallops. Shrimp and scallops are my 2 favorite seafood. Yeah, they had a new crust on the menu, tavern style crust that I thought looked interesting. So, and they've got this $7 medium one topping pizza deal. So I got medium tavern pepperoni, a medium hand tossed sausage, and a medium hand tossed cheese pizza, I think. And then we got some hot wings and some cheese sticks. I mean, living in the middle of Wisconsin, Snow Goose, I never get fresh seafood. Sure, they say it's fresh, but I'm sorry, yeah. So most of the scallops I've ever had here are the frozen variety. But Hello Fresh or Home Chef or something got me hooked on scallops. There was a dish that we got through Home Chef, or I forget if it was Home Chef or Hello Fresh, that was scallops and Brussels sprouts in a truffle, some sort of truffle sauce. Oh my God, that was so good. I heard Apple is coming over. Well, he better stop in and at least say hello, that son of a bitch. I'm always on his streams chatting it up, giving him a hard time, making adult jokes. He hasn't even stopped in here to say hello. So remind me, I got a bone to pick with him. My donations to Apocalypse Gaming stop today, unless he comes in here and at least says hello. I love Apple. He keeps it real. He wears his emotions on his sleeve, but he keeps it real. Trying to find that recipe. Nope, that's not it. That's got cucumbers in it. I don't know if they have it anymore. They got scallops and pistachio something. Try searching for truffle. Maybe it was this cauliflower. Maybe it was this one. There you go. I'm gonna post a link in chat. This was amazing. scallops and truffle cream. It's got thinly sliced potatoes, scallops, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. Now, I'm not a veggies fan, but that was awesome. Is 90? Not yet. They're still hanging on, Nugget, by their foreskin. No, I don't think they'll be pushed out anytime today. Well, no, I think Appo did it on purpose, right? I was joking with him. I sent him a message. I said, where is it? I said, what time are you live today? He said in 20 minutes. He asked me, what time are you live today? And I'm like, bro, I've been streaming for 104 minutes now. I said, I'm just looking for someone to raid when I go to raid somebody. He said, you went live after Chadsky. I was there. I said, I had no idea Chadsky was streaming. I went live as soon as I got done with work. I said, I had to beat you to the live stream today so that I could get some viewers. Because he always starts streaming about an hour and a half, 2 hours before I do. He says, I'll be there soon. My dog need to go and get my second dog is losing his mind. I don't know what he meant by that. And then, yeah, an hour and a half ago, he said it'll be 30 minutes. I said, don't worry, I'll keep streaming until you're live. Jolene like bullying streamers. Yes, she does. Who's taking things personal? I'm taking things personal? What? I think I'm pretty chill today. I haven't went off at anyone today. So here's the map overview. All right, we got fights here. We got fights up here. We got fights here. I mean, honestly, and I get it, right? These might be different camps fighting in here. It looks like, well, pink and orange look like they're the same camp, though, right? Who are these yellow guys fighting? They're not fighting anyone. So, I mean, I don't know. If I was the enemies of 93, I would not focus so much in the middle. I would try and cut them. Easy to say, hard to do, right? But you know, it's going to take longer if these are the flags you're focused on in the middle rather than the ones on the outside. I get it, though. You can flow multiple kingdoms back and forth between these flags to try and keep them burning. But 93 can then do the exact same thing to defend them. Yeah, Nugget matchmaking. KVKs are absolutely shit now. You got pre-KVK 3 days. Then you got pre-matchmaking. And then you got matchmaking. And it takes like 2 weeks to actually get into the damn map once you register. It's ridiculous. I mean, the 93 forces just doing their thing. Burning a flag, defending some flags. Guarantee you they got a rally hitting this really soon. Really, if there's a Charles Martel in there, just swarm the son of a bitch. There you go. We say bye-bye. Now it switched it to Gorgo, just a little too late there. Little too late there, guys. You didn't want to fight your old kingdom at all, did you? $544,640. Yeah, there's a... Oh my goodness. There's no troops on the screen. Why am I lagging? Yeah, it was maybe a reinforcement march and not an actual fighting march. Just thinking out loud. I think a lot of kingdoms are going into this new KVK, the Britain KVK, simply to use that commander. They were fighting with it, huh? I don't know then. You know, and it's always funny, right? You know, what the hell are these people doing? Right? You're just standing there watching? Get in the game, guys. Wake up. Right, Shark? I'm calling you out. If this is lag, I apologize for calling you out. Devil, I'm calling you out. Get in there. What the hell is that name? I'm not... Ning Ning? Well, who are you then? I mean, this is what kingdoms like 1093, like 1960, even 2049, potentially 2377 will soon be facing. You know, every KVK they're going to go into, if they take on a ally, there are going to be kingdoms threatening to sit out. So it's going to be more and more one versus alls in some of their KVKs moving forward. Nope, no allies. It's one camp versus three. You know, if any of these camps had been allies with 1093, the other two camps would probably have sat out. Real Imperiums are dying. Absolutely. Many of the kingdoms that are at Imperium status do not have near the quality as the top 1 to 5 kingdoms in this game. For the most part, they're holding. I mean, they got flags burning, but they're not. We have not seen them lose chunks of territory since I've been streaming 3 hours ago. You know, they've got flags burning, but they put out the fire. They defend the flag on multiple rallies, and they have enemy flags burning as well. So. I'm gonna message Apple. Just got a text notification that the delivery driver is out with my pizza. He is 8 minutes from streaming. 5, I believe, Swizz. I think we said it multiple times, though. The longer this Kingsland goes, the better chance 93 has. 89 likes. I don't know that we're going to get 11 more in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Give it a shot. 5 gifted if we do. Got 91 watching. Master's like, I want a gifted membership. Somebody give me a gifted membership. We're so close. What's up, Raw Ability? Appreciate you, sir. You don't think 93 can get Kingsland? The longer this lasts, the better chances they have. I don't think 93 is anywhere close to drain on resources or speed ups. I don't know that these other kingdoms are prepared to fight a long, long battle in Kingsland. Just saying. I could be way off base. Someone in 06 earlier said, yeah, they're not even close to drain. After I will send you a gifted membership, just DM me in game all your banking information. Oh boy. Let's not do that. Guys, it is exactly, it's free. It's free. Subscribing is free. You know, you might have YouTube popping up ads, but it's free. I don't pop up any ads. I have ads turned off. I don't do this for money. If I did, I'd be clicking that button, running an ad every 15 minutes. $96, guys. I'm gonna rate Apple here very, very quickly. One hour ago, Apple was going live in 30 minutes. All right, have a good night, Russ. Yeah, I gotta call it here, guys. Pizza is pulling up in the driveway. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We'll be back again live tomorrow. I would anticipate this KVK is still going on. If so, we will definitely be streaming it. For now, we're getting you over to Apocalypse Gaming. He's got about 2 minutes before his live stream is scheduled to start. Hang out there, chat with the nice people already in his chat, and tell him hello from Lambo. I'll be on his stream, chatting with everyone as soon as I get some food in my stomach. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Appreciate each and every one of you. All the likes, Snow Goose, the 10 gifted memberships. And we'll catch you on the next one.